All right, let's go. It's not bad out here today. I'm right here. No. Sit. 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 Crazy. It's a nice day out here. Lots of traffic on my end. You guys heard about that shooting that happened at that school? Crazy. That 18-year-old kid that killed like a whole bunch of people at that school. Crazy. That's what happens to a woke country. Canada is woke, so that's why that shit happened. Was it the tranny? Yeah. That's what happens when everyone wants to vote. Not everyone, but the woke population wants to vote woke. Feel sorry for those family members though, because instead of us actually telling, like, I'm from Jamaica, so in Jamaica we're pretty straightforward with it. We don't spread hate in Jamaica. We're just very straightforward and blunt. It's either you're straight or you're just mentally ill, and that's pretty much how we deal with it in Jamaica. We just tell you straightforward. We don't really try to like tell people what to do with their life, but we're very straightforward. So we'd rather help you with the problem than let you think that you don't have a problem. You know what I mean? So it's sad because like that kid definitely had a mental illness, and people just really, especially in Canada, a lot of people just really just think like saying someone has a mental problem is like a big issue. It's like, no, it's like there are a lot of people out here with mental illness or just mental problems in general. But when it comes to like someone like, because like I feel like when you're 18, that should be your right to like decide if you want to transition or whatever you want to do. Like no one's telling you can't do that at all. But when you're a little kid, you shouldn't be forcing kids to think about certain things like that and just like transition phase and all that. supposed to be in school learning. You know what I mean? So that's what really happens, because it's a mental illness, honestly. So it might sound harsh, but I'm from Jamaica, and that's just how we're very blunt and straightforward with how we talk about certain stuff. It's either you're straight or you're not, or you're just mentally ill, or you just have a problem. You know what I mean? So might offend some people, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's a nice day, but that's very sad to even hear that's happening in Canada, especially. But what can you expect? Canada is the most woke in the world. That's what happens in Canada when it's all this woke stuff going on. And if it was an immigrant, or not an immigrant, but most people here are immigrants, but if it was someone that was black or brown that did all that stuff, you see how people going crazy right now on the net. They'll be like, oh, deport these brown people, deport these black people. Why are you letting in immigrants? It's crazy, but when it's one of your own, it's like, oh, damn. But I don't even mean to bring all this subject to this channel. I just had that on my mind because I just saw that and I was like, damn. 11 people lost their life because of stupidity. Instead of helping the kid, you guys try to let him transition when he was 12. That's crazy. There should be a law, like almost like drinking. If you're allowed to drink when you're 18 or 19, well, I'll say 19, then that's when you're supposed to be able to transition. They shouldn't force this stuff on kids in school. Because that's really, really the problem. I know a lot of people that and the worst thing too, it's either the kid harms himself or he harms someone else. I'm not saying all like people that are in that community are gonna harm everyone, but either they harm themselves by suicide, because if you really think about it, the suicide rate in that community is very high, and it's because of all this transition forcing on kids and all this stuff. But it's crazy. I'm not like the best person to speak about this kind of stuff, but I'm just sharing my opinion. I really think there should be an age limit, 19. When you're 19, you can actually think clearly and see if you want to transition, do whatever you want. No one's telling you can't do that. But respect the kids, because now you're affecting other little kids in the classroom. They're supposed to be focusing on learning instead of, like, I don't know. Anyways, I'll change the subject. I don't really want to carry on with this stuff. But yeah, it's really sad though, because losing a kid, especially having your kid going to school and losing someone, that's crazy. Actually sad. But yeah, we're just chilling, having a nice day. And one thing, I don't even want to say this, whatever. I'll keep that to myself. But my point of view is way different than like the Western point of view. Because I was born in Jamaica, my point of view is like pretty direct. The Western point of view is like, oh, well, we'll just pump you with drugs, let you transition and all this. Us Jamaicans will tell you straight up, You're mentally ill. We need to give you counseling, put you in the hospital, or somehow help you. We're not gonna let you go and um, either kill someone or kill yourself. So, and that's what happens when you have the liberal parties in power, forcing all this stuff on kids. Liberals is trash. They only made this country worse. I remember 10 years ago, Canada was actually a country where you can actually be direct. Now it's like if you're direct, you're spreading hate, and it's like, bro, we're just keeping it real. Keeping it real in Canada is like spreading hate nowadays, but it is what it is. I'm from Jamaica, direct, no sugarcoating, straight to the point. But yeah, we having a great day though. About to go inside. I don't even know why that's even on my brain. After I saw like how many people died, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. I gotta clean up. Yeah, we gotta be more direct. Stop sugarcoating stuff nowadays. Oh. And the people that benefit from sugarcoating all this stuff to kids, pharmaceutical companies pumping drugs, the government push political incentives and all this shit. Wait, I don't want to be too political on YouTube because I already know once you're talking the truth, they want to silence you. So y'all have a great day. And no offense to everyone out there, just keeping it 110%.